Hold on, let me
The water test. Quickly, fling her into the water. If she floats, she was not recording. And if she sinks, she was recording all along.
I'm not sure that's going to tell you anything, but sure, let's try it.
Okay, hold on. Let me just double check that I am. I might have to adjust a setting yet again. I obviously don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, kitty.
Kitty.
They're so loud. Sorry, my computer. This is my old computer, and so it is working very slow. Shh. What do you need?
That's how my cat is sometimes when we're recording, especially if my husband has locked him out of our room. He just sits at the door and he's like, let me in. Let me love you.
Let me love you. Munchkin, are you still down here? Munchkin. I just got a kitten, Danny. And yes, he's a ginger lad.
Aw.
We named him Munchkin, both for the sense of power gamer and that he's adorable and we'd like to eat him up.
Aw.
I hope maybe I can get him to make an appearance. He's normally not shy. Of course, I still have Kitty, and that's going about as well as can be expected.
Wow. Okay. Hold on. I think I'm almost done.
Josh figured out who our special guest was.
Yeah!
Yeah, I like his all in caps. I was gonna say Danny! No, you were correct, sir.
Okay. All right. I think I'm doing it. Let's test it. Testing. Okay, it's recording.
Hooray. Okay. Does everybody else want to go ahead and click record while we're here?
Yarp.
Rissy, are you ready?
I'm ready!
Okay, let's click record in 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Okay. Now we're going to do the clap part. So everybody just claps as soon as they hear me say 1. Just 3, 2, 1, clap. Make sense?
Yes.
Oh, great. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Good job, guys.
Yay!
Yay!
That makes my job easier.
John Latch is asking, no spliff tonight. I'm sorry, my friends. Weed is officially legal here in Canada as of today, but in Fort McMurray, they're still working out the regulations for the municipality, so there are no places to get it in city limits, and the Albertan government website that sells weed only opened at midnight, so I couldn't get anything shipped here. But, you know, if I could, it would be like, blaze it!
I have some, but that won't help you.
No.
No. Everybody make sure your headphones are turned down as much as possible, too. I've been getting echo recently. I forgot to mention that. Oh, Josh says YouTube would probably shut us down if we lit up here.
Oh.
Fuck you, Tube.
Even if, like, I was doing it and I'm in California?
Probably because they have no way of verifying that.
That's true.
Although they do let people like make videos where they're vaping, like even if they say this is a CBD pen. Mm-hmm. So as long as you're vaping, it's fine.
That's true. Oh, well, it's fine. I have tea.
It's practically
Which is
the same
what they used to call marijuana in the 1920s.
Ooh. Tea party.
Exactly. Only now that has another unfortunate connotation.
I choose to ignore it.
Let's start a thing, reclaim tea party. We're reclaiming the phrase for weed.
I'll do it.
Shit, yeah. I mean, I don't have to care about American politics as much as I used to, but...
this is related. I saw one of the weirdest burlesque acts this weekend about tea. But I guess I should save that story until we officially start the podcast.
Yeah.
But I believe
you can fly.
We could go ahead and do that. Oh, also, just in case you guys didn't see them, my posts are up. So if anybody wants to.
Woo!
Huzzah! I retweeted.
Oh, excellent. I'm not getting notifications for some reason.
Someone
Blythe.
says salt pork to you, Blythe.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. That's Blake. We're fucking Scoop Fest buddies.
Scoop fast! Salt pork chums. What-o?
And also with these. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Amanda,
Mm-hmm.
you feel free to get us going whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hello and welcome to episode 100 of the Dork Pridecast. My name is Amanda.
I'm Blythe.
And I'm Rissy. We make up a comedy group called the Damsels of Dorkington, and this is our podcast, which is also funny, depending on how much you like poop jokes and dick jokes, or if you're drunk, or since I live in Canada, hi! But tonight, we actually have something even better than weed, a special guest!
A very special guest.
Yay!
Woo, 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 woo.
Guys, it's our very original Green Damsel, Dani.
Woo.
Yeah!
Hey, it's me. Super awkward.
For those of you who are just listening, Dani is extremely sexy.
That's true.
Hey.
They can hear that in her voice. For sure.
Right?
Hey, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thanks
We're
for being here.
Yeah, we figured like what better way to celebrate our 100th episode than to A, have on a guest for the first time,
Yeah!
Ooh.
and B, for it to be you. Like, let's fucking take it back to the beginning.
Oh, gee.
Told me to go back to the beginning.
Why? Well, thank you. I'm very excited when Blythe asked me. I was like, hell yes.
So tell us what you have been up to
Mm.
in the last. Oh my God, it's been a gross amount of years. I don't even want to
I was
talk
gonna say,
about how many
don't
years. it's
say
been.
the number of years.
Okay.
It's a lot of years.
I'm feeling it in my age hole.
Yeah, so a lot has happened. I moved to Los Angeles. And the first time I'd ever been here was with you guys, so
Shit,
You're
with the
welcome.
parrot. I was a pirate, and then we were
Yes.
we had airplane catastrophes.
yep. I thought about that. I was actually thinking about that like a couple weeks ago. I was like, one of my friends has a pet parrot, and they were talking about it, and I remembered like waking up on the couch and looking up, and Rissy was standing over me going, Dani. And I opened my eyes and looked at her, and she goes, I'm a pirate. And there was a parrot on her shoulder. And I was like, well, this is a great thing to wake up to. Yeah, that was my first introduction to California, was coming with you guys. And that was a really great trip.
Oh man, do you remember when we were like driving around the fucking Hollywood Hills singing the Jurassic Park theme song? God, that was awesome.
Okay, I remember that now. Wow.
Oh shit, those was good times.
We had probably fewer cares back then.
Yes, yeah.
All we did was sing songs. That's all we did. But yeah, I've been out here for, I think I'm about to hit my 6th year?
Yeah.
5th or 6th year. So I've just been doing a bunch of different things. I have kind of stayed centered in the geek community, because obviously, like, once you're, those are your interests, like, you find those people, no matter where you go, you find those people real fast. So
Once you go geek, you keep it on fleek.
it's so beautiful. But yeah, so I definitely know a lot of the people here in the LA geek community. You'll find this interesting. I actually still have my Damsels decal in the back window of my car.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
And I forget that it's there. It's been there for years now, but every now and then I'll like take my car in to get fixed, or like I'll be standing by my car with a friend, and people will look at it and ask what it is, and I'm like, okay, let me explain. And I'm always so happy to explain it, but I'm always like, if I say, oh, I was in a female geek comedy troupe, some people will, like, their eyes will light up and they're like, oh, that's really cool. And then other people will just look at me and they're like, I have no idea what you're saying.
What are those words? What?
Like, I don't know what that is. So yeah, it's always interesting.
I've followed some of your exploits, and I mean, you know how I feel about Detective Comics, but I think for you, who loves Detective Comics, it's very awesome. Like, it was a good
fit. Thank you. It was a good fit. When I went in my interview with DC, I mentioned that I have read way more DC than I have Marvel, and they were like, oh, that's fine, you know, it's fine, we all read Marvel too, so it wasn't a big deal. But it ended up being helpful when I had to know characters, and I was like, I know these characters. But yeah, I actually am not there anymore.
Oh,
I know, I left about after I had been there for about a year and a month. I left because I got married. And, yay! Which was a really weird time. But yeah, I just wanted to take a lot of time off because my work was kind of not suffering, but I was focusing on the wedding, and then my wedding planning was suffering, and I was like, I can really only do one of these things right now. So I picked. But yeah, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting time.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then my husband works for what was formerly Stan Lee's Los Angeles Comic Con.
Oh,
which, yeah, he is kind of like,
oh shit.
A show.
So you guys met, right? This is okay to discuss, like, on the TV show that you were on.
No, actually, we met.
Oh.
We met at the first place that I started working when I moved out here.
Okay, all right. I was like, I knew that it was like connected with your move to LA, and I remember like things happened. I'm like, is he a guy from the TV show? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. There we go.
We met at this company we were working at, and just instantly we're like, oh, you're kind of like me. And we started like quoting all the same movies and TV shows at each other, and we were like, oh, this is special. And then I went on that TV show, and while we were filming it, I wasn't dating him. And then as soon as I got back from filming it, we started dating. But because there was like, they were trying to like start a romance on the show.
Oh, wow.
They were trying to start like this romance on the show, and I wasn't like super into it, but they were pushing it, and you know, things happened. And then when the show ended, before it aired, when I started dating Sheldon, I wasn't allowed to publicly post about dating him. I had to keep it a secret.
They kept you on lockdown Bachelor style.
Yeah, it's true. They were like, oh, that's cool, congrats. Don't post about it until the show airs. And I was like,
shit, it's all true what they say.
It is. I mean, everything is like very fake and contrived, and so they have to like keep up these appearances. So like if I was dating someone while the show was airing, they would know what happened on the show. So I don't know. It was really annoying too, because like we started dating and it was instantly like probably the greatest relationship I'd ever been in. So I was like, this is great, I want to like talk about it, and I couldn't.
But you can't.
Yeah.
But it's
on
good.
The other hand, if you have to keep your relationship like a secret, that's a pretty cool reason. Like, well, I would like to tell all of my friends about my new relationship, but my television career won't allow me.
Yeah. I mean, looking back at it now, it sounds pretty cool, but at the time I was kind of pissed off about it. But yeah, that whole experience was really weird. I definitely feel like I got on the show because I was such a geek and it was a geek show. But once I got on there, I was definitely like, I'm not trying to be famous. I just want to get a really good job. And
right.
So when we were given all these like tasks, and like some of the other cast members were like, I want to do this, I want to do this, because they were like being funny and trying to get on camera, and I was like, I'm actually gonna do the work. So I ended up getting a job out of it, and that's kind of like helped start my career. So as much as I hate that show